Was Jannik Sinner's 2024 season the most underrated in tennis history? With 2 Grand Slam titles, nearly 80 matches played, and an astonishing win rate of over 92%, Sinner has undeniably left his mark. But how does his extraordinary year compare to the legendary seasons of the GOATs? Join us as we dissect what might be the best non-Big Three season of this century, and see if Sinner's 2024 truly stands among the greatest of all time. Roger Federer's 2006 season stands as one of the most statistically dominant in tennis history. With a 92-5 win-loss record, Federer claimed 12 titles, including 3 Grand Slam victories, his 2nd Australian Open, 4th Wimbledon, and his 3rd US Open. He finished the year as world number 1, dominating on both grass and hard courts. His mental strength and consistency were key to his success, especially in best-of-5 set matches. Federer's 2006 campaign remains a benchmark of inevitability, with his ability to blend power, finesse, and tactical variety setting him apart from the competition. Jannik Sinner's 2024 season mirrors some of Federer's 2006 dominance. With a 73-6 record and 8 titles, including 2 Grand Slams, Sinner has firmly established himself as a force on the ATP Tour, like Federer, ending the year ranked number 1. Both players are known for their improved mental resilience, with Sinner showing great skill in closing out matches, particularly in finals, demonstrating his growing ability to perform under pressure. Both Federer and Sinner deployed an aggressive baseline game, with Sinner's forehand now becoming a potent weapon, much like Federer's in 2006. While there are similarities, there are clear differences between Federer in 2006 and Sinner in 2024. Federer was dominant across all surfaces: grass, hard courts, and to an extent clay. Whereas Sinner has yet to prove himself as consistently dangerous on clay and grass. Federer's game in 2006 featured an unmatched variety, with his ability to mix in slices and drop shots. While Sinner's game, though aggressive, still lacks that level of finesse. Additionally, Federer's higher title count and his mastery of 5-set matches were key factors in his 2006 success, areas where Sinner still has room for growth. Jannik Sinner began 2024 as a rising star, but the Australian Open was his true coming-out party. Defeating Novak Djokovic in the semifinals and Daniil Medvedev in a thrilling 5-set final, Sinner became the first Italian man to win the Australian Open, cementing his place among the sport's elite. At 22, Sinner became the youngest player ever to defeat ATP top 5 opponents in the quarters, semis, and finals of a Grand Slam, a feat that set the tone for his historic year. Rafael Nadal's 2010 season was an all-surface conquering masterpiece, defined by his physical dominance and mental resilience. With a 71-10 win-loss record, Nadal captured 7 titles, including 3 Grand Slam trophies: the French Open for the 5th time, his 2nd Wimbledon title, and the US Open, completing the career Grand Slam. His year-end number 1 ranking reflected his ability to dominate across all surfaces. Nadal's heavy topspin forehand and unrivaled fitness allowed him to control rallies, while his speed and stamina made him nearly invincible, especially in long, grueling matches. His consistency and relentless work ethic were key to his success, making him one of the most physically imposing players of the year. In comparing Nadal's 2010 season to Jannik Sinner's 2024 campaign, the main similarity lies in Sinner's growing physicality and work ethic. With a 73-6 record, including 2 Grand Slams, Sinner has emerged as a formidable force, particularly on hard courts. Like Nadal in 2010, Sinner is proving his ability to grind out points and outlast opponents in long rallies. His fitness and speed have improved significantly, allowing him to dictate from the baseline in a similar way to Nadal's relentless style. However, there are clear differences between the two. Nadal's dominance on clay in 2010, where he went on to win 4 titles, remains unparalleled, and he continued to win on other surfaces as well, including grass and hard courts. While Sinner has made strides on clay in 2024, he still has a long way to go to reach Nadal's level on that surface. Nadal's mental resilience in 2010, particularly in 5-set matches, was legendary, with his ability to overcome physically demanding conditions setting him apart. Sinner, although improving, has not yet demonstrated the same level of mental toughness and consistency that Nadal did in 2010. Nadal's versatility across all surfaces, clay, grass, and hard courts, was key to his success, whereas Sinner, while dominant on hard courts, still needs to develop a more all-around game to match Nadal's versatility. September 2024 brought another milestone, the US Open. Sinner's path to victory was marked by resilience and skill, culminating in a final against home favorite Taylor Fritz. In straight sets, Sinner claimed his second Grand Slam of the year, becoming the youngest man ever to win both hard-court majors in the same season. This title affirmed Jannik's status in men's tennis history. And yes, Alcaraz might be flashier, Rune furier, and Shelton more flamboyant, but the standard of tennis in 2024, the benchmark was just one name: Jannik Sinner. Novak Djokovic's 2015 season was a season for the tennis history books. He finished the year with an 82-6 win-loss record, claiming 3 Grand Slam titles, his 5th Australian Open, 3rd Wimbledon, and 2nd US Open. Djokovic's performance in 2015 was a perfect blend of power, precision, and defense. His return game was arguably the best in history, allowing him to neutralize opponents' serves and dominate from the baseline. His movement was flawless, and his mental resilience, especially in high-pressure moments, set him apart as nearly unbeatable that year. Djokovic's consistency across all surfaces made him the most dominant player of the season, earning him the year-end #1 ranking. Sinner's 2024 season shows several parallels to Djokovic's 2015 dominance. With a comparable record to Djokovic on hard courts, Sinner has elevated his game to new heights, particularly in his consistency and mental strength. Like Djokovic in 2015, Sinner has worked to develop a more complete game, blending powerful shot-making with impressive defensive skills. His return game has notably improved in 2024, allowing him to challenge opponents more effectively from the baseline. Much like Djokovic, Sinner is increasingly turning defense into offense, making exceptional plays in long rallies, a hallmark of his growing ability to compete at the highest levels. While there are similarities, Sinner's 2024 season is still a step behind Djokovic's 2015 excellence. Djokovic's near-perfect year was defined by his unmatched adaptability and mental toughness, particularly in high-pressure situations, where his confidence and ability to close out matches were unmatched. Djokovic's versatility across all surfaces, clay, grass, and hard courts, was key to his dominance. While Sinner, although brilliant on hard courts, still has work to do to replicate that level of all-surface consistency. Djokovic's ability to execute in every aspect of his game, from defense to attack, made him nearly invincible that year. One of Sinner's best tournament performances this season would in fact come in his last ATP tournament of the year, the ATP Finals. Sinner would win 5 consecutive matches and 10 consecutive sets against the best players of the year to win the tournament in front of a passionate home crowd. Overall, to close the year, Sinner won 18 of his 19 matches post the US Open, getting remarkable victories over top players like Djokovic himself, Medvedev, and Fritz. However, compared to the peak seasons of Federer in 2006, Nadal in 2010, and Djokovic in 2015, Sinner's game is still maturing. These legends set the standard with dominance across multiple surfaces and consistent Grand Slam success. Sinner's 2024 achievements are impressive, but still fall short of the GOAT's prime years. His 2 Slam titles were both won on hard courts, while Nadal won slams on all 3 surfaces, and Federer and Djokovic each won 3 slams on 2 different surfaces. Sinner has yet to establish himself as consistently dangerous on clay or grass, and his total of 2 slams lags behind the 3 won by each of the big 3. While Sinner's potential is clear, he's still building the sustained dominance seen in the GOAT's peak years. If he continues to improve, he may one day challenge these legendary seasons, But for now, he remains in the process of reaching that level. What do you think about Sinner's 2024 season? Is it comparable to the GOAT's? How highly do you rate it? Let us know what you think in the comments down below.